Oh my God. Tabi dyan! Maharang pa sa mukha ako. Tanga.
I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ay, check-in tayo, ma'am. Bubo tuber.
Bouncing bulbs.
Mga pranksters, maraming bubo tuber. Welcome sa part 3. Lika na. Gusto ko na maging kasing lakas ni Voldemort. So, Dr. Sebastian. Si Swallow. Hindi ko to lahat eh.
Sebastian, there you are.
Kapameo.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after patrol attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Dapat secretive tayo. Di ko pwede sabihin.
I've never even met him.
Ito ba tong eyebrows ko? Di ko rin alam. Di ko rin ma-explain.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at
Press
some
me,
point.
baby.
You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
Mga naglalaplapan
He
sa
can't get it
library.
himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment.
Oy,
I
tayo
suppose
na.
I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
Mga
And
bad
I
boys
am.
pala.
Meet me outside the library tonight.
Mukha siyang hindi
And
ko pala
tell
eh.
no one.
See you tonight.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Pwede ba akong tumalon dyan? Ay, tatalon ako sa ano siya.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Tama, kala na
Hold
pag
on
madilim.
now.
Easy yan.
There's a spell you should know. The
Ooh.
Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay
Gago, ano
quiet.
yun? Merong
You mean I'll actually be
gumagalaw.
able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free.
Parang ano lang
Give
siya,
it a try.
camouflage.
Quietly now.
Easy. Oh. Saksakin mo sa leg. Tunugin ko na lang kasi sila. Kaya. Yee! Hindi nila alam. Bakit madilit?
The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Ito pala, nagka-camouflage na ako eh. Why do we need the key?
Wait,
Key.
why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on
Aloha
Mora.
Mora.
So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Gago, ba't mo sinunog?
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
At dito siya dumadaan. No, my God. Okay na. Oh my God! Kami ako sa horror games. Eyo!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Ah! Wait. Oh shit. Oh my God! Tabi dyan! Maharang pa sa mukha ako. Tanga. Taka dun.
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
Ay, sabi ko, pag ako
So
nahuli
what
ka.
is it you've been looking for?
Harry Potter.
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts.
Ay, Iron Maiden.
Because
ah.
Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Revelio, let's focus on what
Ano ba
you're...
to? Ano yung para ba ito unlock?
Which is what, precisely? Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Gusto ko to eh. Oh. Ano yan? Ganda ng mga items dito gumagalaw eh. Whoa, relax.
Must remain unseen.
May paro.
Who have we
Oh my
here?
god, tangina mo.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
Reparo.
Babagsakan yun.
That's it.
Ay, lalakot.
There must be more to this room.
Diba? Mukhang lalaban na tayo action?
I need to wake up that rune over there.
Wake up? Baka... paluin mo! Oh, bisa mo! Oh my god. Ooh! Ang ina, naglaro pa kayo. Anong ginawa ko? What the? Hindi ka na ako dun.
Incendio.
Lakas sa incendio, gago. Sino pa? Ngayon ka pa tumulong.
Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Lumos.
Ako naglumos. Ang lakas ko masyado. Yee! Oh my god.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Levioso.
Lakas ko para kanina pa ako nag-grind. Nice.
Protego. Incendio.
Oh, tayo na. Ang angas ko doon, what? Ano ba yun? Hindi ako tumitingin. Parang bida ako eh. Oh, di pwede yan. Luging ka tayo. Oh, bawal yan. Ito pa. Ari HP ba yun? Ito yung region.
It is a book after all.
Yung FHM. Pero gumanon pa. Di pwede. Likido. May likido. Ang dilim, nakita ko lang yung sarili ko sa salamin. Backstory? Ay, mga mga memories. Parang ano to, sila na sa Konoha, bago gawin. Sila Hashirama. Kasi wala pa silang magic. Oo. Kung binigyan silang magic, ano na sila. Ano mo kami. Ito eh. Mga mamaw eh. Wow! Naging Eden. Ay, nabutan. Namatay na siya sa alikabok. Color grade na ayos nila oh. Kamukha ni Aya de las Alas. Ang dami nyo inayos. Ayusin mo rin kapatid ko. Puta, umalis. ito siya, tumanda na.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Mga pangalan, di ko maalala.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my
Parang
imagination.
tayo, nakakita din ng mga magic.
It was certainly
Ancient
real
magic.
to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
Hirap
A
naman.
magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Oh no. Mukhang masama ata siya. Lalo siyang masaya. May off sa kanya. Alam ko.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said,
Nakakatakot.
Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
Anino lang niya ako.
Someone has coerced you. I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste
Nalaglag
this.
kaya niya ako.
There was nobody else.
Oh!
I came alone.
Oh,
Gago, tropa pala to eh. Kahit swallow siya ng swallow.
What will your uncle say?
Eh, pala. Poltergeist siya eh. Hindi ba masama ang poltergeist? Uy! Ay, gago. Wala ko action. Shit! Wait! Oh, okay ka, boy. Lunin ko ito mga libro eh.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It didn't bother me. I swear.
Good. I'm sure they likely hadn't heard the house called, that's all.
Ay, nantay ko muna siya makapa. Oh! Yun yan! Mayas ka dito!
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Pinunit.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Oh, not pala.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Yun lang
Plenty to
kailangan
keep me
ko.
occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Nagtataka ba't meron na akong scarf ngayon?
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by
Neglect
how
mo
much
lahat
you
ng
can learn
friends.
from them as well.
Oh, nileleglect na kita. Nalayoan na kita ngayon. Tapos sa lahat ng quests.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible.
No.
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed.
Ang daming gagawin. Kasi kailangan pa maglakad eh. Kung isa akong wizard, di na ako maglalakad ever. Lulutang na lang ako habang buhay. Ang laki talaga ng world na to. Partida, classroom lang yan ha. Eh, drugs na! Marijuana, let's go!
She growing Punja's onion again.
Uy. May ganito rin sa akin, naalala ko eh.
Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again.
Pangalan pa
Laura,
niya,
dear.
garlic, guys.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
Meron ba sibuyas dyan? Hindi kailangan ko magicin yung presyo.
Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the
Oh,
new
may garlic din ba yung
in our garden.
prutas niya?
We do look forward to growing together.
Oh, you make me grow, teacher.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves
Mandrake.
with the mellifluous tuber known as the
YouTuber.
mandrake root.
Maraming ganyan, yung mga YouTuber na halaman ng utak.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous
Ayan.
friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Nalala ko pa to.
Let's protect our ears.
Daig kayo ng nanay nyo dyan. Lagyan na kayo ng magic.
Now, everyone, grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh, puta, meron pa. May action pa. Baka makatulog. Baka naririnig ka at lipat. Inang yun. Bakit ko kailangan palitan yung pot? Iwan na lang doon.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult
Hold my
to get a grasp of.
Drake.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems
Pwede
you're
ba manligaw ng
already taking
teacher?
to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
I want you.
visited
I'll
the
give you my
magic
seed.
Wonderful! A prepared student
meron
is
nga pala
bound
ako.
to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow. As you all should know from Professor...
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Isa lang meron ako. Ito lang. 9 minutes? Kasi may Tapos na.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora. The Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Ang bahala sa fingers ko, ma'am. Yung subukan.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Wanna see my sweaty sausage?
Nice work in defense against the dark arts.
Excuse me?
Grab a few of those cabbages. Just Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay. Yan.
Look at that.
What the fuck?
Anything they can get their mouths on.
Alam ko saan
Mum
gagamitin
planted
to.
some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid boobo tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind
Mga pranksters, maraming boobo tubers.
Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course. You're,
Maagas ako, boy, ano?
I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Gusto ko matakot sila sa akin. Ako yung Voldemort na maitim gusto ko.
I'll see you back in...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Chomping cabbages.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits.
Gusto mo ng bite mark, ma'am?
Good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Ay, talaga.
See your skills
Seryoso yan. Ay, gago pa, good.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
Nandayin natin si ma'am.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
Let me tend to your garden, ma'am.
But do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ay, check-in tayo, ma'am. Ayun na, bininti sa leg. Binti sa leg. Ito si Sharp.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Ganun pa.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Or clump. Sobrang dead inside yung itsura ko. Ayan. Okay. Blue.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Sasabog din. Uy, yabang.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Potions. Dagdagan pa yung gagawin ko. Yung forever. Ayun lang pala. Nice.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted. Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Ay, ito pala. Ash Winter tsaka isang 2 seconds. Wait lang natin. Kailangan ko pa i-stir. Pwede ko lang nabigyan ng magic na mag-stir siya sa gisa eh. In defense. Okay. Kailangan ko pa ng pork lump juice.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Oh no, ayun na nga.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Sinungaling ba ako? Yes.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions.
No.
I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Nachi. Oo, ano yan? Mga ano. Layo naman ito, wala pa pampabilis.
Levioso!
Oh, tibay ng manok na to. Wow! Saan yung kambing? Kambing! Lutangus!
Levioso!
Tagagag. Kung silang sunugin?
Incendio!
Bago, patay. Nanay mo.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Sige na,
They
parang meron
want
tayong tropa.
something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is.
Ginawa mo siyang bobo.
And I will have more questions.
Ba
For
yan?
now, it
Di
is
pa nga
safe
tayo,
to say that
dahil mo ng
Rookwood and
tanong.
Hollow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Hollow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Hollow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land.
Matibili Land?
I am not going to sit by and watch
Magatubili,
them
magmatibili
destroy my
land.
new home.
Anong trip mo?
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair.
Magiging ano ko siya.
And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well,
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
that may be true. But shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps
Polite.
understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I
Hello.
was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Oo. Saan punta?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
The stranger.
They must have come this way. Think!
Dark Wizard?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen.
Para sila
I've been
akatso
busy
ko.
with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You came to the wrong person.
Pareho silang Zorga. Tapos na? Oh, okay. Ano eh, mas mamo
I'll
pa.
watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ito, duelist. Ah, okay.
We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Uy, nag-Q ako ah. Oh my god, aray. Oh, patay. Pwede. Gagel! Diba? Diba?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Yeah, but Treadwell
Historian
apelyido
and
niya.
archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Oh.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Inig what? Sinabi mo.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Incendio!
Yan.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
Mukha siyang nalalagyan ng mga ano. Oh. Big Merlin trial. Oh. Whoa. Yan.
Beard, how beautiful!
Gago may witch. May witch na... Ano yan?
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Whoa.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Right.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Nerd. Quest complete files with Merlin. Okay. Oh my god. May bago tayong quest.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to.
Scrope.
Especially Professor Black.
So kung gusto nyo pa na mga ganito, pwede may like para alam ko na ipagpatuloy. Puta na, wala siya. Para ipagpatuloy ito, Harry Potter na mamaalam.